It's a special moment when all your hard work pays off. Countless hours of preparation, a moment in time in which you planned to happen, prayed it would happen, but wasn't sure it would actually become reality. A surreal feeling when you come face to face with that moment. Now you have to make it count. Can you execute under pressure? Don't mess up. But before we get to this moment, let's rewind back to the moment that got us here. Pause. You see that buck? No, not that buck. That's Femur. I'm talking about the buck behind Femur. That's Skyscraper. That's where this story begins. September 17th, 2022 was a pretty good day for me. I was able to harvest Femur, who up to now is still my biggest buck to date. One of the best days I've ever had in the woods. But we've already told that story, so we're not telling that story today. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys check it out. On that same day, September 17th, 2022, is where this story begins as well. Femur had a running buddy, a running mate, that we named Skyscraper. He had this really odd developed rack, and it was basically just straight up. He had a really big body, he looked very mature. We thought he was at least 4.5, and he could have been even older, we're not sure. As you can tell from the footage of when he was walking by with Femur, he's about the same size as Femur, and we know Femur was at least 5.5. After I shot Femur, Skyscraper kind of hung around for a couple minutes. And that was the last time that I really saw him that year. So fast forward through the rest of the season, never saw him again. And then here comes summer 2023. We get this massive buck on camera, and to what I thought was a new buck. Had no history with this buck to my knowledge. Crazy wide rack, crazy mass, massive body. I mean, it looked like a really mature deer. And I thought it was just a new buck that came out of nowhere. And I'm gonna need you guys to trust me on this, but it was actually the same buck. This was Skyscraper. We're gonna get into how it is the same deer. I know you might think that I'm crazy by stating that right now, but I just need you to trust me for now, and we'll give you the proof later. At this point, we still think that it's, early summer, going through most of the year, we think that it's a totally new buck, which we'd already named him a different name. We named him Funky Buck.
What's up, guys? Finally got in the tree. Just getting things started here. 2023 deer season. I'm gonna keep this interview short and simple. The neighbor mentioned she's seen him 2 mornings in a row eating white oaks in her front yard. Hoping he shows up. Oh, we got a deer. Got a doe up here. Setting my GoPro up. Got about 30 minutes before daylight. Today's October 21st. Or maybe October 22nd. I'm not sure. I think it's the 22nd. Bucks are starting to push does. They're starting to hit scrapes. I got 2 bucks I'm after in this spot. One we call Mr. Clean, because he's just a clean 10-pointer, typical, which is very uncommon for this area. And the other one is we call him Funky Buck. So either one of those bucks show up this morning, we're gonna send an arrow. I got a deer right here, so I'm gonna shut up.
I think I hunted them in early September, and then I hunted them one time in October, and that's pretty much it. So I didn't want to be in there too much. I only wanted to be in there when I needed to be in there. So I focused completely on a different deer that we named Moose. And if you're OGs to the channel, you know who Moose is. It was a deer we hunted last year, and he's at least a 5.5-year-old 8-pointer, massive 8-pointer. I spent a lot of time focusing on Moose in September and October, but couldn't make anything happen. He's very, very smart deer, and we didn't have the right properties to make it happen. So we've been hunting Tennessee pretty much all year too. We went up for the velvet hunt, went back in early September. So we planned a week to go to Tennessee in late October into early November. Had a great trip, killed a nice 9-pointer on the last day. It was a super, super emotional trip for me. So that's another story that we've already told, so make sure you go watch that video on the channel too. My first Tennessee buck. While we were up in Tennessee, the homeowner texted me a picture of Funky Buck crossing the street in front of her house. And so I knew he was back in the area, and like the next couple of days he started popping up on camera. And so I knew as soon as I got back to Georgia, my main focus, fully 100%, had to be Funky Buck, or if you want to call him, Skyscraper.
just had the number 2 shooter on this property come in, run does off. What the hell is this person doing? It's like the 4th time they've done that. Anyways, it's about an hour after daylight, and I just had the number 2 shooter come through, stand broadside for 10 minutes at 22 yards. He came in and fed for a little bit and ran some does off. I didn't really want to let him walk, but we got a bigger deer out here, and he daylighted yesterday morning at 9 a.m. So the last thing I want to do is spook our number 1 buck, because he's much bigger. Any other property, I would have shot him. Wouldn't have even thought about it. This freaking guy. Does he stop? He didn't even stop at the stop sign. He's just whipping through. So, Funky Buck, our number 1 buck that's out on this property, shut up yesterday at 9 a.m. praying history repeats itself this morning. If not, we're going to be back next morning. We're going to be back the next morning. I'm about to hunt every morning I can. Come in. A couple fawns, there's like 10 deer or something like that came in just now. It's like 9:15 right now. I gotta get down here pretty soon, get to work. So I'll probably sit till about 9:30. If you saw the video where Clay got the cops caught on him.
No, that's a bow. Yes, ma'am.
I'm hunting that lady's house that called the cops on Clay. She's super nice, her and her husband. Been very generous to us to allow us to come over here and chase these deer and do what we love. So big shout out to them. Thank you very much. Behind me and walk directly to the blind pretty much. See if we can make that a repeat with Funky Buck. What's up, everybody? Back in the tree. Sat this morning, just saw 2 fawns. It's 3 o'clock right now. Funky Buck showed up at 3:20 yesterday right here, praying for a miracle, praying that he comes back through today. He never repeats himself. He's just in for one day, gone for however many days he feels like being gone, and then comes back. Totally unpredictable. There is no pattern. As soon as you think you have him patterned, he throws you a loop. Man, anything can happen. It's still a rut. They're starting to slow down a little bit, bed down with these does. You know, they're going to be hopping from doe to doe, so at any second, they could pop off. So we're going to sit here on this fine Tuesday afternoon and see what shows up. He's done. Dude, he's done. He's done. He's not gonna live much longer. I gotta get another shot if I can. He's done, dude. He's freaking done. No way. No way, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's still up and moving. He literally just stood back up. I'm about to get another shot on him. Isn't it illegal? Are you sure? I'm like 90% sure it is. I just shot him, but he is dying 5 yards in front of me in a creek, but there's a branch in the way. There's a tree in the way. Hang on, he's moving. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. No way that just happened. First shot was, I thought I smoked him. He ran like 15 yards. He bedded down, I think, for a second. I thought he died. I saw him freaking out. He gets back up and he walks right to me towards the creek. I've been after that deer all year. He's my #1 buck. I've been watching him all summer. It's the only deer I've pretty much hunted all year. It's November 15th and he's down 10 yards in front of me. What is life right now, dude? 2 weeks ago, I just shot my second biggest buck, and now I just shot potentially. I just broke that again. He's probably my second biggest buck. Oh my gosh, dude. You hear it?
Yeah.
Did you just hear?
Did you shoot again?
He's done, dude.
Oh, God, I heard the arrow go. I heard it go thump. That's all. He just shot again.
Yeah, it was a double lung, and dude, the first shot, I don't know what happened. I thought I smoked him, bro. I can see the exit. The exit, it looks a little back and low, but actually, I don't know, bro. I think this deer's just a tough son of SOB. I'm gonna go back and when I get him out, I'm gonna look at the entrance. It may have.
Yeah, anytime you have a follow-up shot and it's a maimed animal, you can shoot again, no matter where he's at.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's why I called you.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
call Joe now, because I'm freaking out. Man, all right, well, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this for a little bit and get down. Man, thank you, Jesus. I don't know what I did to be so blessed to be able to do this. This is just insane right now. Wow. All right, so it's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours after I shot him. He's dead. You guys saw he's dead in the creek. Waiting on my buddy Matthew to get here so we can film the recovery properly and do this deer justice and not just rush and get it just soaking in the moment. Just sitting in this moment, soaking it in. Just really can't believe that this happened today. I'll get my hands on him here in a minute. When Matthew gets here, he'll be here any second. Could be more excited, could be more thankful, could be more blessed. What up? We'll prevent you from getting blood on you because you gotta go to work. Appreciate you coming, man.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, crazy, bro.
Instant call, and I was like, oh no, it happened.
Freaking nuts. Don't even have to track him or anything. He's so big, dude. I think I just walk in like right there and just grab him.
Yeah, go across.
Can you see him? Zoom in on. How crazy is that, bro? All right.
You got your tall boots on?
Yeah, I'm about to pull these up. Dude. Dude, he is huge. Oh my gosh, dude.
Bro, that is freaking crazy, dude. Holy crap. He's got so much funky stuff going on.
Bro, he's awesome.
Holy crap, dude. This is the original arrow. I don't think I've ever had so much blood on an arrow. I mean, that's the first shot. He got toasted. Mega meat is not a play, guys. Yeah, dude. There's blood everywhere. Hey. Look at that arrow.
Oh yeah.
He was done. That's a perfect shot.
Passed through, all the way through the bottom.
I can't believe he was still alive. I mean, the footage is crazy.
And he went where?
He ran up the hill. You can see the, you go there, you can see the blood.
Yeah, let's go.
Went under that tree. See all the blood right here. I mean, look at that. Just leaking. Maybe, I don't know. That's ridiculous though. You can see the trail he took.
And he bedded down, right?
Under that thing. Bedded down. Go back up. We came down here somewhere. Stood around for a while, tried to get a shot, couldn't get one. Jumped off into here, stood around here for a little while, walked in the creek, and that's when I was able to get the follow-up shot. I mean, he was going to expire right there.
Yeah.
But I can't believe he didn't die in seconds.
Yeah. And you were hunting that bear tree behind this one?
That bear, that super bare no cover tree. No cover at all. But it's the only tree I had. It's a very small property. Well, this is Funky Buck, guys. I honestly don't know what to say right now. I mean, this deer is so cool. He has tons of character. He's got little drop tines over here, bladed brow tines, ton of mass. He's super wide. This has been my #1 deer all season. It's pretty much the only deer I've hunted in Georgia all year. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. You know, it always seems impossible to kill a big buck or a mature deer. I don't know why my mind works like that, but I always doubt myself and always feel like it's never going to happen. And when it does happen, it's just overwhelming feeling of emotion, really just a bunch of feelings that are undescribable, and only a bow hunter would understand. And if you're watching this video and you're a bow hunter and you've killed a deer before, you understand what I'm talking about. And that's why we keep coming out here. That's why we keep doing it. It's just something about being in the woods with a bow and being able to harvest a deer like this. I just felt like this is what I'm meant to do. I don't know why. So he's lost a ton of weight during the rut. He probably doesn't look, I mean, you could see his ribs almost. You can see his spine sticking out. I mean, during the summer he was massive. His body was huge, and he's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, we're gonna get him drug out, get him caped out, get him to the processor. I can tell you, my wife's not gonna be happy about the taxidermist bill this year, that's for sure. All right, what's up everybody? Finally got him back from the taxidermist, and I couldn't be happier with how he turned out. My taxidermist did a great job with him. He looks awesome. Got a full shoulder mount on him. But like I said in the beginning of the video, the story of this deer started out in September of 2022, or really it started in the summer of 2022, where we got this buck on camera we named Skyscraper. And if you remember from the beginning of the video, Skyscraper was Femur's running mate. And so Femur was a deer I shot in September of 2022, the biggest deer I shot to date. Massive, non-typical. And Skyscraper was this weird looking buck that grew straight up. He clearly had an injury, and we were debating if he was a shooter or not. After we shot Femur, we were like, if we see him, we'll probably shoot him. You could tell he was mature by his body. He looked old. He looked actually a little bit bigger than Femur. So we knew he was a mature deer. After I shot Femur, Skyscraper never showed back up. Last time I saw him was right after I shot Femur. He kind of hung around for like 4 or 5 minutes and then never saw him again. Fast forward to summer 2023, we get Funky Buck on camera. Well, what's crazy is this is the same deer, and I never realized that until after I shot him. And it's funny how I realized it. My buddy Walker was texting me. He's like, "Are you sure that's not Skyscraper?" And I was like, "Man, there's no way." Like, he went from growing straight up to growing straight out almost. I mean, this deer's incredibly wide, and I just never even put 2 and 2 together. I sent him some photos of Skyscraper, and he was like, "Dude, that is 100% the same deer." And the biggest giveaway, which I'm an idiot for not noticing this sooner, are these little funky drop tines he's got here. He's got like 3 or 4 little drop tines right there on his left side. Matches perfectly to Skyscraper. That alone was enough giveaway to realize it's the same deer. Never had another deer like that on camera ever out of any of my properties, especially not on this property. And his right side is definitely a lot weaker than his left side. That was another dead giveaway. You can tell this side's kind of messed up in the same way that it was in 2022. So those 2 points right there were dead giveaways. That was the same buck, and I was absolutely mind blown. Another thing is both his brow tines are swooping in, and you can see from Skyscraper, same deal. Both brow tines are swooping in like that. Just goes to show you what an injury can do to a deer's antler growth. I'm still mind blown about it. I think it's crazy. I think it makes the story a little bit more special. I just wanted to come back on here and explain that to you guys. I know I told you in the beginning of the video, I would tell you how it's the same deer. Some of you guys probably already caught on to those characteristics, which I have no idea how I never caught that. With all the buildup and all the hype I had around this deer, it being my #1 deer, me studying him so hard, I can't believe I bypassed that information and couldn't put 2 and 2 together. I definitely thought about it, but just the fact that their racks were totally different. You know, Skyscraper's rack was straight up. Funky's is the opposite, going out wide. So anyways, that's pretty much a wrap for the video, guys. Just wanted to show them off a little bit more and go into detail as to how it was the same buck. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you tagging along and watching the story. Make sure to tune in, like, and subscribe. We got a lot more content coming, including 2 more bucks that we killed in 2023. That's going to be dropping in the next month or 2. So you guys make sure to stick around.